Hey guys, it's Brian McFadden with CrossFit iDog, and I want to welcome you to the CrossFit Effect. The CrossFit Effect is going to be a blog, video blog, written blog, whatever it may be, of spontaneous CrossFit experiences. This is something I probably should have started in the beginning when we were in a two-car garage at my brother's house, throwing some barbells around. But for whatever reason, we didn't document it, so we'll start here. I've been blessed with an opportunity to move into an actual warehouse space in Huntington Beach, so I'm really looking forward to growing that out and growing with you. Today's is just an introduction. It's also spontaneous, and that's kind of the flow of the blog I want it to be. It's going to be real life captures of all the characteristics and life lessons that we learned through CrossFit. As I mentioned, when we started in the garage, over the course of that year, there were tons of rich and beautiful life experiences that were grounded in CrossFit. Obviously, the actual hands-on training that we were doing fostered commitment, discipline, endurance, and whatnot. But what more importantly is what I started to notice was that these characteristics and disciplines were carried out outside of the box. And this is what I really want to capture and share with you on this blog, the CrossFit Effect. It's not going to only consist of training techniques, nutrition, facts, and stuff like that. Although those are very important and that can be of service to you, I really want to focus on a more comprehensive experience of CrossFit. I read today with on the CrossFit Journal, Josh Everett's Reebok sponsorship opportunity, and he mentioned in his article that CrossFit simply changes and enhances lives. You've probably heard it, you know it, or experienced it. And my takeaway with that was, why aren't you CrossFitting? If it's something that you've heard of that positively impacts you, why aren't you doing it? And this blog is going to be kind of a day-to-day, week-to-week, real-life capture of what's going on in CrossFit. Not only at CrossFit iDog, but as CrossFit as a community. So I'm going to be opening up questions to other affiliate owners, to other trainers, athletes, and things like that. And like I said, I want this to be spontaneous but consistent. So there may be days where the blog is about how CrossFit helped someone get through a relationship breakup, or how they, had more self-esteem to do better at their interview on their job. Whatever it may be, the CrossFit Effect is going to be comprehensive, and CrossFit itself is going to be the foundation of where lives are changed, and those characteristics are then carried out into real life. Just a few things that we experienced at the garage in Cerritos. We had people for the first time take the first step in faith through our small group studies. We did Bible studies after our 6 p.m. WODs, and what we found interesting was a lot of the characteristics and principles that we found in CrossFit were directly translated into biblical disciplines. And there was a handful of people who actually started with CrossFit and saw that connection and are now giving their lives to God and following Him, which is beautiful. There's been times where people have lost X amount of weight, have more self-esteem. People who now have PR'd on certain weights and have grown into great CrossFitters. We've seen better fellowship between all of our members. So as you can start to feel, this CrossFit Effect is just not going to be about CrossFit, although it is a large foundation of who we are and what we do. And I want this not to be only about iDog or myself, but to give glory to God and to really use this as a tool to share the news with people who aren't familiar with CrossFit, so they can see the potential of what CrossFit can do for their lives. So that's the first one. Spontaneous. I literally just pressed record on the button, that's what came out. And this is how this blog is going to be. It's going to be real, it's going to be unedited, and it's going to be CrossFit in its rawest form. And I hope other affiliate owners, trainers, coaches, and athletes get on board with this, because I think this is going to be really integral in the part of sharing this great concept of CrossFit and how it can change lives. We'll see you next time.